So we're going to look at an example of solving for theta with a calculator. So in this example, I want to find all the values from 0 to 360 degrees where tangent of theta equals this. So obviously, just looking at this, I cannot figure this out without a calculator, so I'm going to have to use inverse tangent to figure this out. So I can just take the inverse tangent of each side, and so then I get that my theta is equal to 44.55346 degrees. Okay, here's the thing though, this is not the only theta. So let's just take a moment to remind ourselves. All students take calculus. So this is the mnemonic device to help you remember where your functions are going to be positive. So in quadrant 1, all functions are positive. And then where else is tangent positive? It's in quadrant 3. So I've talked about this mnemonic in a lot of places. So in both quadrants 1 and 3, I would get this positive value. Okay, so what I need to do now is figure out where and what is the equivalent measure in quadrant 3. Okay, so I've got this cheat sheet that I've shown before for figuring out like your reference angles, and so this equation can kind of help us figure this out. But this is the equation that you use when you have some angle and you're trying to figure out the reference angle. We kind of need to use like the reverse of this equation. So how do I explain this? If I solve for theta, so like if I wanted to reverse this equation, I would take a reference angle plus 180. Now remember, your reference angle usually comes out to be something between 0 and 90. So in this case, what we're going to treat as our angle that's between 0 and 90 is this. So I'm going to use this as my theta prime to calculate this, if that makes sense. So, okay, so now I'm going to treat this as my theta prime. So I can just add really 180 to this. And now I find the other angle measure where if I were to plug this in, I would also get this value. And so that's it. That's all you've got to know for that one. So I will leave it there, guys. Thanks for asking that question. I'll see you in the next video.